Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, aDudemanbro, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic week and weekend. I apologize for the lack of videos. Last week was quite chaotic, needless to say. I'm in the works of doing a few things here. I'm actually moving into a new place, so a lot of my extra time is going to moving and closing on some stuff. This week, I hope to be right back at it, at least 3 to 4 videos, and we can kill it. Last week was actually excellent. I ended up about 20% throughout the week, and, can't complain at all. And we had some really good news by a bunch of different companies. Anyway, before I jump into this video, I want to say thank you guys so freaking much. We just hit 2K subs at the beginning or the midweek, and you guys crushed it. I set a goal by the end of July, and you guys are almost 100 past that with still a few more days left. And I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate everything. You guys have been sticking around, putting up with my my ass for as long as we have been doing this. So I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done this without you guys, and you guys are the best community ever. Your guys' comments cracking me up, and every video with me in the bathtub is going to be on its way, hopefully. There is a coin shortage here in probably most of the world, or most of the United States, but definitely in Michigan we're having a coin shortage, so I might have to postpone that a little bit, but I'm working on some details right now, so keep an eye on that in the near future. But anyway, guys, this is gonna be my last week of July picks for the whole next week, and I think we're gonna see some crazy stuff happening. We have a lot of earnings coming out this week. It's gonna be crazy. I think also a lot of stimulus package news, a lot of vaccines going out there, a lot of new companies. And so anyway, guys, I have a good amount of stocks to talk about in this video, so let's get into it. Alright, so the first one I want to talk about is a bio play, and it's TRVN. And this is I think a fantastic bio play. Let's start off with institutional holdings at about 16%, which is a hell of a good amount. Within the last 4 months, we've had a lot of increases, a little bit of decreases, but so many increases. The institution owns a good amount of shares on this, so there's a lot of things that are positive about that. Also, in the pipeline, they have a few different that they're working on. They have a moderate to severe pain medication that they're working on, migraine. And then they also just announced a little while ago about a Rona vaccine. So that's huge. Plus, we have a little bit of news in March. That's when they announced a PDUFA data that they will be, releasing August 7th, which is coming up very, very soon. So that's, I think, going to push up the price of this a little bit more. Plus, we have expected earnings on 8/5. I see that it's probably going to be pretty good. They've been killing it. Have a bunch of different medications and stuff that they have in the pipe works, and the last 2 earnings they beat it by about 10 to 15%. So I do think that they're going to beat it this time too, and it's going to shoot up the price of this. The setup on the chart is awesome. We're a little bit overbought on the daily, but I don't think that matters with everything that's coming up with this. I think it's going to push way past this, and I have a price target at $3 plus on this one, and I think it's going to have no problem within the next probably mid-August. It's going to go to about $3. That's what my prediction is. And as always, guys, I have to say, I'm not a financial advisor. These are my picks, and these are what my predictions. So please stick to your plan, stick to what what you feel comfortable with losing and what you feel comfortable with risking. You could definitely really screw yourself over really big if you go into too big of a play that you're not ready for and whatnot. So guys, I don't want anyone losing money. We've, as a community, have made a good amount of money. I see, I'm getting tweets and getting comments that you guys are making good money, and I want that to keep up. So let's keep it green all day, every day. Next one I want to talk about is one that has been brought up many times, and I wanted to do a little bit more DD on. So I did a little bit of digging. There's so many threads out there. So this one, guys, definitely do your research, because I think that this one's going to be huge next week. That's LCA, and that's a merger with Golden Nugget Online, a gambling type of kind of like DraftKings and whatnot. They're very profitable right now, and which shows really, really good stability and everything with the company. Right now they're sitting at about $12.70. I don't think it's going to stay there very long. I'm guessing by next week it's going to be 15, if not more, especially with, we have on 7:30 a couple of things. First of all, let's jump into this sports returning. We had Major League Baseball on the 23rd. I don't think that the market has really had time to play that in, and it hasn't even hit that yet. And we haven't. I think the more games that come out, we're going to see more and more betting and more action with LCA. Then we have NBA July 30th, and I think that this is going to make it go crazy too with both of those things. I mean, on top of that, you have Golden Nugget Online Gaming already is the biggest gambling in New Jersey, double anyone else, and they're actually moving on to my state, Michigan. They're actually going to be announcing that they are going to be doing bets there too. I think that this is only going to be a positive for the company. They're going to be increasing, and they're going to be opening up to more and more states, I believe, especially with the Rona and everybody being stuck at home. I believe that there's some extra income going out to those type of gambling sites, and they're going to be killing earnings and everything within the next couple of weeks and whatnot. This is part of an investor presentation, but this is the expected, or the growth from 2013 to 2020. And I mean, the first quarter they had 19, and then the next quarter is supposed to be 26 or 27, then 26. I mean, that's almost double what they were doing last year. This stock, I mean, there's so many examples, guys. I recommend you guys find this investor presentation, and you guys go through it, because there's a lot of information here. As I brought up, January through April 2019, they were about 16.9. January through April 2020, 25.5. I mean, 50% basically year-to-year growth. That's crazy. They enter new market, including Pennsylvania and Michigan too. There's so much data on this, and it's looking crazy. Can't find it here right now real quick, but there is a comparison to DraftKings and Gain ticker. Definitely Gain and Golden Nugget have both been profitable this whole year already. Gain is right now, let me bring that up real quick. Gain is sitting at about $22.90, and LCA is just at $12.70. I think that the stock in no time is going to push $20 for sure. I mean, just compared to Gain and everything, they almost be just as profitable, if not more profitable than GAN. Not as big as DraftKings, but I think that this is at least going to be a $20 stock based off of the GAN stock ticker analysis with it, and it could be even bigger than that. I would even say that I have a final price tag of 30 plus on this, no problem. I held off for a little while because I expected it to go down, and it went down from $17 down to $12, and I did pick up a bunch of shares on Friday for $12.80 actually, and I just think that this is going to go crazy. So this is going to be one that I might even add to my position come Monday morning, because I think that this is going to be an all-week runner. If it's not going to run this week, it's definitely going to be the next week, because it has so many things that are coming out in the pipeline for it. So there's that one, guys. And if you guys need more information on that, like I said, that investor presentation is very good. And then plus there are so many other threads for due diligence online and everything. Guys, look at all that information. There is tons for LCA. So guys, look at all that and make your own opinion of that. The next one I'm going to talk about is another bio play, ADMP. And this one I think is going to be a really big one. It's definitely being reviewed by other people, and it's on YouTube being reviewed by even BSS. The information is definitely out there, and I think it's going to be huge. They have a Rona play, and their medication Temple is actually a treatment for respiratory and asthma, which I believe will make the need for less respirators. And it was shown they have really good studies for the treatment of cancer, also medications and trials in the works and everything too. They also have, I said 2 other ones. There's a Wally owned outsourcing facility that has actually been increasing its product mix that is for respiratory disease and opiate overdose also. So I mean, they have a couple different things in the works in the pipeline. This is that website, US World's Meds, and if you go down to the bottom, this one is it's the ADMP's Pharmaceutical Corporation, Wally owned subsidiary of Pfizer. So those are 2 pretty good. They've worked with other companies that shows really good. And also, last thing I want to say is institutional holdings, 15%, very good percentage. New positions, 11, and I mean, there is so many in here new, 78% they increased. I think that this one's going to be huge. I think that there is a good possibility that this one could double. My price target is, but if not $3, honestly, guys, this one has so much potential to be another huge bio play. And it's sitting at where like OGEN's was before it blew up a little bit. And I mean, OGEN is not even done either. So guys, get into this one too while it's super cheap, because I think that this one's going to be the next runner. Might not be next week, but I do think that this is going to be a swing trade. Within a month or so, it should hit price target and we should make a good amount of money. Next one is going to be another bio play, and actually Rona vaccine. This one I don't have a position in yet. I'm just watching it because I think that it could be possibly super huge. Let's go to the article. They announced that the independent testing for their Rona type of vaccine, antiviral, is doing very well, and it's showing positive results. And it did run about 30%. Don't have the article up right now at the moment, but it ran 30% when it did have that. But if we look at the price, I don't think that that's nearly as much as it would have ran if it had really good, some of these Rona vaccine plays went up 100-200% when they had really positive information about their vaccines. This one only ran 30%. I think that is very, very low for how much positive. I think that this one is going to be another probably 253 plus play. I'm looking for an entry. On Friday I thought it was a little bit high. $1.19 is not terrible, and I might actually look into a position if we open up red on Monday. But I'm predicting that we're probably going to open up green and have a green day Monday. So it's not going to be a good time probably to jump into this. But if you can get it under $1, I think it's a steal, or low $1.10. I think that this is a steal of a price. I'm going to be looking at like $1.10 or under entry. Hopefully it goes up, 2 plus, and that would be a hell of a profit off that one. $2.50 plus. I mean, that's my price target probably on this, and I think it's going to hit that. Another thing too is an officer on 713 bought, or 79,000. They did end up selling almost 20,000 of them at 86 cents. They still own over 1 million shares. They bought so many of these. I mean, that they might have news, some PR going to be dropped in the near future. That's very good news for stock going up. So that's why I'm looking at it. Haven't entered yet, but I will be looking to enter. Next two I'm going to talk about are Bitcoin related stocks. If we bring up the article, Bitcoin actually hit over 10,000 this weekend. It's up $1,000 since last week. This article says it best. Honestly, stimulus package set to release on Monday with new bills and everything. Last time we seen that happen, Bitcoin went up crazy amounts. I think that it's going to keep on going, and the stocks that are related to Bitcoin, I think, are going to blow up. NXTD are two pretty good ones to get into. Those are the ones that I'm going to be looking at. There's probably a lot other ones out there. So the next I'm going to talk about are ones that I'm looking at for earnings for next week. There are so many earnings out there. Apple, eBay, Pfizer, there's a bunch of different ones out there. Facebook, Boeing, those are just the names, some of the big ones, but there's so many other ones too. These are the ones that I'm going to be looking at potentially, because I think that they have some really big upsides. First one's going to be AMD. This one has risen so much in actually weeks. It's actually higher than Intel, which is its competitor, which Intel's been on top for a long time. My prediction for this is they're going to crush earnings. One of my biggest things on that is I am a tech guy. I love computers. I'm actually in the works of trying to build a computer right now that could edit a lot better. And I'm actually looking at an AMD build. They've been crushing it with their tech. With this whole pandemic and everything, people have been staying in, and I have so many buddies and I've known so many people just around me, and I've done a little bit of research of asking those people if they know people who built computers. I've had so many people that I personally know and actually have known on YouTube and also colleagues and everything who have built computers in the last month who have had time off to do that and have started streaming, started YouTubing. Even me, I started YouTube, during all this pandemic, and if I did have the money at that time, I probably would have built a computer, but I did not. I don't have a position in this, but I'm going to be watching it close. It might be crazy in the membrane. So next one I'm going to look at is eBay. And eBay is kind of a crazy one. I think, it's definitely in the middle of oversold, overbought, RSI lines right there. So one big thing about this is eBay and PayPal used to be one company. They split in 2015, and they had a 5-year partnership that PayPal would take care of processing of the payments. Now that that's over, PayPal is not going to get, the income anymore. And it's estimated that eBay in the next 1 to 2 years is going to be able to bring up revenue by $500 million to $1 billion by 2021. This one is definitely going to be a long play, year plus, or long swing. Year plus probably for me, for sure. I think that they're going to kill it on earnings, only because, there's a lot of people who are still on eBay and actually buying up a bunch of things on eBay. And so I think that they're going to be doing really good profits, and it's going to shoot up. I don't have a position in this. I might wait till after earnings when it goes down, but this one is kind of a long play. You guys have been asking me about longer term plays, non-penny stock related, and this is going to be one I'm going to be possibly taking a large position in the future. So the next one I'm going to talk about is going to be the last one, actually, and that is Pfizer. And Pfizer I'm looking at a lot because they actually crushed it last earnings. They've released some news regarding their Rona vaccines every week this whole entire month, and they are doing some really big things. They are partnering with a lot of different companies. They're still paying their dividends, so they're still profitable for sure. This one's definitely going to be one I'm going to be looking at. Companies that have earnings on the screen probably right now. You guys will see that. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are looking at. What are you guys playing for next week? Are you guys playing any earning plays? Looking forward to that stimulus package to drop and new, companies to blow up, because that's literally what happened last time we had a stimulus package announced. But let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Really helps the channel. I appreciate it so much. I have my social media links in the description of the video, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Patreon. If you guys want to check any of that out, those links are below. If you guys want to get a free stock and support the channel, I have both my Robinhood and my Webull links in the description of the video also. With Robinhood, if you sign up with using my link, you'll get a free stock, and I will also get a free stock. And for Webull, if you open up a brokerage account, you'll get a free stock automatically. And if you deposit your first deposit of $100 within 30 days, you'll get a free stock, and so will I, and that supports the channel, keeps the channel going. As always, guys, I appreciate what you guys do and your guys' comments so much. I hope this week is we're gonna kill it, and we're gonna have a super profitable week. You guys stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.